Hi guys, you'll get to know me as the Trouble of Math, and this is my first video. The whole point of this channel is going to be helping people out with maths, which is a very challenging subject. I know that I used to have a lot of trouble with maths, and sometimes there wouldn't be anyone around who could have the time to help me. So I would sometimes rely on other YouTube channels or websites such as Maths Tutoring. So I've decided to start my own channel called The Trouble with Math, and it will help mainly grade 5 to 8 students with the everyday classroom maths. For my first 3 to 4 videos, we'll be focusing on percentage, fractions and decimals. Today's video is going to be about how to work out the percentage of a number higher than 100. So we all know that working out the percentage of a number higher than 100 is pretty easy, but you may not know how to work out the percentage of a number that's higher than 100. Let's start off with the number 25% of 120. So we're going to say that 25 100ths is our fraction of 25%. Because we know that percentage is always out of 100. And we're going to say times, because of means times. That's something you can remember. Times means of, and of means times. So that would be 25 hundredths times by 120. Or, as a fraction, that would be 120 over 1. Now, the easiest way to work out this problem would be to simplify the number 25 over 100. The smallest we can make 25 hundredths is 1/4. And you might be wondering how to do this. Well, to simplify a number, you have to find the highest common multiple, which in this case is 25, as both 25 and 100 can be divided by this number. There we get 1/4. So, we can say 1/4 times by 120 over 1. And remember, times means of. So when conducting this sum, 1 times 120 is 120. And 4 times 1 is 4. So 1/4 times 120 once is 120 quarters. Now, the vinculum, which is this line here, if you didn't know what a vinculum is, we need to know that the vinculum is divide. So I'll have this little thing up in the corner here, and we need to know that times means of, and this line, which is called the vinculum, means divide. So the vinculum means divide. And we might add some more things to our little glossary up here later. So they're the most important things to remember at the moment. Okay, so since the vinculum means divide, this answer is telling us that we need to divide 120 by 4. And if you're going to have a little bit of trouble with that, you might want to conduct the division sum. So that looks like this. So we say 4 does not go into 1. It goes into the number 12 3 times and cannot go into 0. And that equals 30 right there. So that gives us our answer. Now we know that 25% of 120 is 30%. It says 30, sorry, not percent, 30. So this equals 30. Now if you're having a little bit of trouble with that, feel free to restart the video and watch it again. Otherwise, we can try another one. 40% of 240. If you're able to keep up with that, this sum will be the same as the one we did before. 40 over 100, as percentage is always out of 100. Let's add that to our glossary actually. Percentage equals 100, always. Okay? So, 40 hundredths times 240 over 1, which is saying 240 as a whole. And we have to see if we can simplify 40 hundredths. Now, you might find that you're not really sure how to do this, so you have to find the common multiple, the highest common multiple, also known as the HCM, or the highest common factor, some people call it, which is the HCF. We're going to do what we did last time, so 40 hundredths. Now, something that I know I can see straight away is that 10 will go into both of them. So we can divide both 40 and 100 by 10. And this equals 4/10. Now, I can already see that 4/10 can be simplified yet again. And I have found a highest common factor, which is 2. So we can divide both 4 and 10 by 2. And this may happen sometimes when you think you have your highest common factor, which I thought was 10, but you realize with the answer you get that you can simplify it further. So 4/10 divided by 2 equals 2/5, and this is as low as you can go. So we will want to say instead 2/5, which is the lowest we could go, times by 240 over 1, which is 240 as a whole. And that is exactly the same as what we did right here to find the answer 120 quarters. If you have trouble timesing 240 by 2 in your head, you can always write down a little sum, like this one. So 240 times 2 is 480. If you do struggle to work this out in your head, another way you can do it is saying, well, 2 times 2 is 4, so 4. 2 times 4 is 8, so 8. And 2 times 0 is 0, and then you have 480. And then don't forget to do your bottom half, 5 times 1, which equals 5. So our number is 480 fifths. Now you'll remember our next step is the vinculum, which is this line here, means divide. So we're going to have to conduct a little algorithm, which is 480 divided by 5. Now 5 doesn't go into 4, but it will go into 48, but not exactly accurately. If you struggle to figure this out in your head, again you can count on your fingers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and the next one would be 50. So 5 goes into 48 9 times, remainder 3. And we put our little remainders always above the next number. And 5 luckily does go into 30 without a remainder. 5 goes into 36 times. Now for our number here is 96. And 40% of 240 is 96. I hope this video has been helpful to you. And I want you to know that if you have any problems with your maths or your maths homework, please leave something in the comment section below. And remember to like this video. My next video is going to be also about percentage, fractions, and decimals. My next video will be specifically about how to convert a common fraction to a percentage and vice versa. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has been helpful.